You. Welcome. Well, yeah, today it is going to be another F1 Power Grid stream, as it is going to be the Champion Division first with the Elite Division afterwards, which the guys usually do. They always do a full race of the one division and then 15 minutes of the other division, and it switches over each week. Today we will be racing on Hungary, but first, before you're watching further into the stream, I'm gonna say it already. I'm not feeling too well today, so it might be that I will be annoying you with whatever I will be doing if I'm a little bit slower in the head today. Apologies. Yeah, it's just not my day today, so yeah, apologies for that, but we're not gonna get into that too much as we need to talk a little bit more about previous race. It was Brazil, where Che Oliver took the race win. We saw Orion Lemons in P2 and Stiggy in P3. So that was your Brazil Grand Prix. On the track today is going to be the Hungaroring, with the country being Hungary. A population of 9 million and a half, the first Grand Prix ever held was in 1986, so that has been a long time ago already, with the most Grand Prix wins happened by, well, the most Grand Prix wins, whatever you want to call it, happened by Lewis Hamilton. He has won 8 in total. Then we've got a quality record of a 113.4, and the lap record is going to be a 116.6. Rainy race in Evolution. There we go. So the other division, not the Elite division, but the other one. I think the third or the fourth. I'm not 100% sure. But they have got rain. So I hope it's not going to be raining in Hungary here, because that is going to be a long ass race, unfortunately. So, track layout, we are looking at a 35 lap race with a short qualifying up front. It is not going to be raining in the qualifying here in Champions Division. The best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, turn 2, turn 5, and sector 1 straight. Welcome everyone in the chat. I hope you're having an amazing evening. Welcome, Jock. Circuit length is going to be 4.3 kilometers, and the race distance will be around 153 kilometers. So, not too long of a distance the drivers will have to make today, as I think this is one of the shortest race distance on a 50% race. So yeah, I haven't said it already, but it is going to be the season 5 round 8 race today here around Hungary. Strategy wise, yesterday we saw a very interesting strategy in the Phoenix Racing League. Welcome, F1 Power Grid. We saw a very interesting strategy, and I will be talking about that a little bit later. But first, we will be talking about the tire degradation rate and the tire overheating probability, which is, in my opinion, a little bit the same to Zandvoort. And that is also why I am going to suggest at the end of the strategies a soft medium. We've seen it yesterday, and one guy went all the way from P14 to P2 using this strategy. There was one safety car. He absolutely demolished everyone. He's not even the fastest on the grid because he was only P14 in the qualifying. So yeah, if you're listening to the stream, why not go for a soft medium? You never know. Medium hard is also a good one. Well, the usuals actually, a hard medium or a or a hard soft could also work. You never know. It depends on what tire you like to start on. So my predictions of today are going to be Che Oliver in P1, Matthew Marathon in P2, and we are going with Stiggy in P3. I think these guys are going to be doing very great. I think there's going to be 2 safety cars, and maybe your biggest loser is going to be who? Can't really say. I'm going with mac and cheese. And your biggest winner is going to be I'm going with Big Harv. I'm going big with Harv. Big with Big Harv. Oh my days. That came out a little bit too bad. So yeah, let's go straight into the qualifying. By the way, guys, I need to make a little bit of a what is it called? Like a shout out to one of the drivers, which you're seeing in the chat. Well, not in the chat, but like in the lobby. Paul One. He has an own company, and his company is called WMK Systems, and they're also active on social media. Actually, they're very viral on TikTok too, because they have their gaming PC, like they have a gaming PC autographed by Lewis Hamilton, featuring a dual RTX 3090s. So I mean, what they do is they bring personal back into performance computing solutions like virtual reality F1 simulators. Um, and like Pawan here in the lobby, he is using one all the way from Austin, Texas. So that is the company he has at the moment, and um, it is really for racing in up to 12K virtual reality. So if you like to have a look at that, make sure to follow their channels, like their social media channels. And I'm going to repeat it one more time. Let me have a quick look here. Their channel is called WMK Systems. They also have a website at wmksystems.com, so make sure to check them out, as they also have well, they have something autographed by Lewis Hamilton, and I don't think a lot of people can say that, so that must show how, well, professional they are, you know. Whenever you're trying to get something autographed, yeah, only the successful people can do so. Haha. Yeah, I mean, as I said already, I'm not feeling very well today, and like, it's a bit of an off day today, so hopefully it won't be disrupting my commentary. As it, I'm probably sounding a little bit more shit than a couple of days ago, like last week. Last week went absolutely amazing, but today I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, it's not even a track where commentary is running smoothly. I don't think I've done a race on this track yet. Maybe in last, oh, maybe in the IRC league, because they've done the calendar already 2 times. So I think I've done like one race on Hungary. So we've got Rob Williams in the Williams. Haha, that is quite iconic. A Williams and a Williams. There we go. Coming across the line to set the 6th fastest lap of 117.8. So that is not too bad by the Williams driver, as I don't think he's going for another one. Although you don't really need the ERS today, as it is going to be Hungary, so there's not a lot of ERS opportunities on this track. So I do think the guys are going to be able to try and go for another lap when they already done a lap on these soft tires. So keeping that in mind, we might be seeing Rob Williams go for another lap here, as we're seeing Che Oliver catching the fastest lap with a 1:15.8, as that might be the pole time already here in Hungary. With the back of the grid, we are seeing Big Harv struggling a little bit here in this little chicane. He might be warming up his tires. Not 100% sure, but it seems like he's struggling a little bit on his control. I'm not too sure if he's on a controller. I can kind of tell he's on a controller, but like I'm not 100% sure, just because of the stiff steering, you know. You see, he's like not steering in a smooth way, and that usually indicates off a controller. So but he is gonna start his lap today, and I wonder if he's gonna be able to get into the top 10. Might be a good result for Big Harv. You know, he cannot go really high, because then my prediction of having him as the fastest, well, as the driver of the day, is not gonna come through. So, and I think Fishdeck Madman is a new guy. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen his name yet. Sippendal is a new guy. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he's Dutch. You know, Sippendal sounds a little bit Dutch. And he might be watching this and say, "Oh, goddamn, this is a Belgian guy saying my name." Well, unfortunately, I also know Dutch. Haha. Fuck it. No. I'm not gonna say that. That was a joke. Go Dutch people, because they are like 99% equal to Belgians, and like everyone does the same, and we all eat fries and all that stuff. So, oh, Big Harv loses it here in sector 3, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he didn't make even sector 3. So He needs to watch out for his teammate there, Mac and Cheese, who is not on a lap, so he's gonna start one in a couple of seconds. So we've got Paul struggling a little bit with the Ferrari here. They're going side by side. Not too sure what's up with them. Uh, huh. Interesting. But who is gonna go? Or are they coming into the pits? Oh, they are coming into the pits. Why were they struggling out there? Not too sure, but Verstappen might be up for a new lap as he lets the Haas driver go through right now. No, I don't think he's gonna go for another lap. Doesn't seem like he's gonna be able to do so. San's previous lap was a 128.9, so I think he's gonna come across the line to set another time. And hopefully improve a little bit here. Into the first corner. He did improve by quite a bit. I think he improved by 1.1 second. So that is not too bad for the Haas driver, as I'm pretty sure he's going to try to go for another one. He doesn't have the ERS, so he might lose a couple of tenths due to that. So if I were him, I wouldn't push too much right now, because, you know, if you don't have ERS, you're gonna lose time anyway on the straight and all that. So Mac and Cheese now coming across the line to set the 8th fastest lap of 117.3, as that is going to bring him very close to Verstappen. And also Blue and Soul is not too far away, but it seems like we have a clear winner here. Winner chicken dinner, or how do the Americans say that, right? I think with a 115.8, I'm not too sure if he's going to try and go for another lap. I think he is. He is on one right now. He is improving by 92 thousandths. This might be a good lap for the Mercedes driver to try and get a 115.7 or maybe even a 0.6 on the board. That will secure a good pace during the actual race, although it might depend on what setup you're running, because you can be very fast in the qualifying, but if you're very slow during the race, that might be a setup issue. Because usually a lot of guys either take a setup for the qualifying, or either a setup for the actual race, which makes you, well, if it's a race setup, which makes you slower during the qualifying. But if you take a qualifying setup, it makes you way slower during the race, as Che Oliver comes across the line to put a 115.4. As that will be probably the fastest lap we will be seeing today. So we've got Stiggy also coming across the line to set the 2nd fastest lap. A 115.9 for the Alfa Romeo driver, also his teammate Matthew Martin in P3. As he's going to score a 116.1. And there's not too far of distance between Matthew and Simpendal. Simpendal, who might be up for an improvement here in Hungary. He's taking these corners quite beautifully, I must say. There is the Alfa Romeo in the wall, as Simpendal is improving by 1.8 tenths. And that way he's gonna be in front of Stiggy, actually. No, he's gonna be behind. He needs to gain a couple of hundreds here in the last corner. And he possibly is able to do so. Coming across the line, a 110.9 improvement, which will put him right behind Stiggy, put him right in front of Matthew. This Blue and Soul is also on a lap, but don't think it's going to be a fast lap, as he invalidated his last lap. Rashman here in front of Blue and Soul. He is not up for an improvement, I'm afraid. The things I can tell off track, he still needs to improve. Well, gain like 10 seconds here in last corner. I didn't think that was going to be happening. Hashtag Midman. Those names are getting longer and longer. It's awful. He's not on a fast lap either, so I think everyone is just chilling in the pit lane at the moment. We will be seeing Hassan starting his fast lap here on the main straight. 117.5 is the time to beat for the Haas driver. He's actually taking these corners quite beautifully. Coming into Sector 2, he's not going to improve, unfortunately. But he might be having an improvement in Sector 2 and Sector 3. Across this little chicane. Watch out for the curbs on the outside. Well, inside actually, I think it is. Hassan is probably even faster than me, improving by 4 tenths. So I think he gained like 5 or 6 tenths on his previous time in Sector 2. He might be up to get a couple of tenths here in Sector 3. Takes a tight line into the last corner. Down the main straight. It is going to be a 116.9, which is a 6 tenth improvement for Hassan. Which is going to place him in P7 at the moment. Mac and cheese. P11, as he might not be able to go for an improvement in this lap. As this is his out lap, but he is going for a fast lap at the moment. Down the main straight into turn 1. A hard braking zone, which is actually a U-turn kind of something. Hair clip. You have to watch out that you don't go onto the throttle a little bit too fast. Asano is gonna spin out. And I'm not too sure if you get pushed back all the way at the back if you're crashing out in a qualifying. Well, I do know that in a full qualifying you're gonna be pushed out. And you won't be able to go for Q2 and Q3. I'm not 100% sure in a short qualifying, as you won't have any other qualifyings to take care of. Mac and cheese is improving though, as that will possibly place him in P9. Maybe even in P8. It depends on how many time he's gonna gain here in Sector 3. Because I don't think there's much time to gain in Sector 3. I think it's really Sector 2 mainly. 2.5 tenths of an improvement, and that is gonna place him right in front of Verstappen with 8 tenths of a difference. 800s, apologies, my. Hashtag Madman, he is on a outlap. And Ferrari driver, I mean, you guys probably wonder how I know, because it doesn't say outlap next to his name. On the right side, well, on the right top, you usually see the time, right? Coming across Sector 2 line. When that is over like 1.5 minutes or like 2 minutes, it indicates that the game is glitching a little bit and he is indeed on an outlap, so make sure to look at that whenever you're having a look if someone is on an outlap or not, because you never know with these games. Ooh, fish madman. He's gonna spin into the wall, but he's not gonna DNF. So that is great, but he possibly won't be able to go for another lap here. He retires on track. As we will be going over to Just Dave, starting another lap. Possibly going for an improvement here. Well, hopefully he is going for an improvement, otherwise he shouldn't be going out for a qualifying lap, right? Harv also retired from the session with a 133.5. Oh, I think he's in sector 2. Into the second corner of sector 2. I think that is turn 5 if I'm not mistaken. He crashed out. So yeah, it's not going to be an improvement for Big Harv here, unfortunately. A 133.5 is not the best time he could have delivered us, as Jay Oliver now puts a 115.3. Ah, there we go. Matthew Martin, I invoked the power of the Hungarians to guide me through lap 1 without damage. That is a beautiful wish. Hopefully it comes through, because we don't want any 2021 incidents like Bottas had with all the other guys. Well, actually, it was bowling. Bottas bowling. There we go. Ooh, almost invalidates there. But he's not going to improve anyway, as the only driver who's going to be able to improve is Stiggy. But I think he's causing yellow flags. So that won't be an improvement for the Alfa Romeo driver. So this is going to be your qualifying results. Che Oliver in P1, Stiggy in P2, Simpendal in P3, and then we have Matthew Martin, Blue and Sol, Brashman, Hassan, Mac and Cheese, Verstappen, and just Dave to finish off the top 10. Fish Dagman, Nolesley, Rob Williams, Paul, and Big Harv to finish off this grid. So quite an interesting qualifying here. I mean, interesting. 6 tenths between 1 and 2. There is a couple of hundreds in between P2 and P3, but it's not too big of a difference. Then you've got Matthew in P4. And this is gonna be... Yeah, he's really crazy. Like, he always gets the fastest laps and race wins and all that stuff. I'm gonna be having a quick look how many race wins he already has this season. But yeah, this is gonna be your result, and all the way at the back, we cannot forget Big Harv, who hasn't done very great during this qualifying. Going back to the top, we already went through the grid, but I can do the top 10 for sure. Jay Oliver in P1, Stiggy in P2, Simpendal. As I said, he was Dutch. His name sounds Dutch, and this shows that he's Dutch. Matthew in P4, Blue and Soul in P5. So that is gonna be... I will beat him one day. Who are you on the grid? Double E's. Double E's. Or double as, or whatever you want to call it. We'll be having a quick look how many is... Well, how many wins he already has. Champions. Going to the standings. I'm going here. He has... Oh my days. 5 wins already. And we are only 7 rounds into the season. Well, this is season... Well, round 8. So if he gets another win... Double ace. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. All right. I mean, there's only 15 people in the on the grid, so not too sure. Well, of course, if you're not able to. Well, I mean, if you, it is possible that you were able to race right now, and that way it would have been better for the race in general, because then the grid would be filled. But of course, if you're not able to, I mean, I understand. I raced last week. Ah, I can't remember. Because I've only done like the last couple of laps of the champion division. I'm not 100% sure if I remember. Don't think so. But what is this Sunday Legacy League? Um, is there a difference between Sunday and Tuesday? Is there like a major adjustment or something? He sucks big time. No need to pay attention to him. No. Type R fit. We are not gonna call people. Well, we're not gonna. No, how do you say that? We're not gonna say that people suck. Because that is bullying. You're bullying people. You're going to jail. Haha. Alright, makes sense. Makes sense. Type R fit. Where are you on the grid, right? Where are you in champions? Aha. He's just jealous. There we go. We've got a little bit of a rivalry ship in the chat. Ah. Well, work, live in the USA. Makes sense. Makes sense then. Well, I mean, you can ask your boss to like, hey boss, can I like race for 2 hours right now, and then just, because Paul is like from America too, so I mean I understand the work issue. I probably will have the same when I'm going to Dublin. I don't think I will be working at 8 in the evening. I might be going to the pub to play some darts. I'm my own boss. There we go. You can just tell yourself like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna be racing at the moment. Haha. Like you can make a team building out of it. Like every employee you've got, just build some racing rigs and like well, no, not bodybuilding. How do you say that again? Like team building. That was it. Just some team building. Everyone can do a lap around Hungary. Whoever finishes first gets a race. I mean, if you are by yourself, there's no other chance you're getting a raise, right? Like 10%. There we go. As everyone is putting themselves on the grid. Oh, we didn't have a look at the tires. I'm just talking some shit right now. Hard for almost everyone. We've got a couple of medium tire runners, but we're gonna focus on the position changes. It is season 5, round 8 of the Hungary Grand Prix. As we're going underway right now, it's lights out and away we go. Jay Oliver with a crazy start. Stiggy, who has the worst start in fucking F1 power grid history. They're going 4 wide into turn 1. As it doesn't seem like there's any yellow flags, but it might be coming up in turn 2. Stiggy, who has lost 4 positions here. And there is some chaos here. Once again, it is going to be a Alfa Romeo driver who's going to be struggling on the field. Matthew is getting pushed back to P6 at the moment, as it seems like everyone has sorted themselves out. Maybe the Haas driver having a little bit of a battle with Blue and Sol here. Blue and Sol is going to try and go around the outside, down the inside, but it's not going to be working. Ooh, that was a little bit chaos from Blue and Sol there. He wanted to try and make the overtake. It wasn't going to be working, and then he outbraked himself, so I'm not too sure what's up with that. He is going to try and go around the outside. Ah, there we go. What do you do working wise? Like, you a freelancer or you've got a company? Well, if you don't want to tell me, that's alright. Big Harv pretty close to Just Dave. And here we go. My driver of the day has already gained 6 positions. Verstappen, we're not going to be looking at him. Yeah, Verstappen. There we go. Big Harv, 7 positions. Boom, boom. Down the inside of Just Dave there. He is also on mediums though, so taking that in consideration, he might be losing some time at the end of the race. Ooh, Sticky pretty close to his teammate here, as it seems like an Alfa Romeo struggle during the race start. Oh, there we go. Looks, a buddy of mine is the same company. Well, probably not the same company, but like he does the same things you do. He's trying to follow a course which will make him like 5k every time he's doing a protection filter or whatever it's called. I'm not 100% sure, but So he's not making 5k, but like the revenue is 5k, so Big Harv pretty close to mac and cheese. No, 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 Big Harv. Big Harv. Come on, buddy. You were gonna be my driver of the day, and now you're gonna be deemed the loser of the day. Ain't no way. Simpendal. He has made up a couple of positions, and he seems to be able to keep up with Che Oliver. Medium tire selected for Simpendal, as it seems like the medium tire runners have gotten a good start here on the Hungaroring. Good run coming into turn 2. As that will possibly be a move from Simpendal. They're going side by side. Like, imagine like Simpendal now crashing out Che Oliver. That would lose his streak. Well, make him lose his streak. As he makes a move into turn 4. This is a very chaotic track to make a good overtake into turn 4. But it seems like the guys kept it clean there. As I would love it to have the F1 Power Grid in my King of Leagues event. That would be great. Hopefully Che Oliver is not going to be driving there. Because he would just demolish everyone. Like, these guys are fucking aliens. It's a three-way battle for P7 here between Mac and Cheese, Just Dave, and Hassan. Hassan, who seems to be doing pretty alright here. I'm gonna have a quick look how many positions he's gained. 2. Well, he lost 2. He didn't gain 2, but like he lost 2. It's not too bad, so he wants to recapture that P7 as soon as possible, as he lost the position to Just Dave and Mac and Cheese there. Blue and Soul, who is deemed the biggest loser of the race start there, as he has lost 8 positions. It seems like we've got Brashman being pretty close to the Ferrari driver. Verstappen, who might be on a controller at the moment, as I'm seeing him struggle a little bit with his steering into turn 1, coming out of turn 1, I think it was. We're creating some fat rolls, and oh no, Brashman going into the wall. It is gonna be a DNF and not a safety car. That is pretty interesting, because he is parked in a very dangerous location. It's not going to be a safety car. Interesting. Oh, it is right now, because like the game probably needed to analyze what was happening, and Blue and Soul caught a 5-second time penalty, ignoring yellow flags. So Blue and Soul already didn't have the start he was hoping for. Now getting a 5-second penalty on top of it is not going to be great. It's not going to be good for the Aston Martin driver. Gonna have a quick look in the chat here. It's like Rob Williams tagged me. He's like, thanks bro for your time again. No idea what he means. Oh, I think he means me streaming, right? Might be. Simpendal coming into the pits to possibly go for hard tires. He is indeed, actually. And they're going to be right behind the safety car right now. So I want to have a quick look who is going to be in the pit lane. Simpendal goes into the pits. That is going to be your only driver, actually. He's going to get dropped back all the way to P10. Because we've got Mac and Cheese retiring from the session, also leaving the session. So unfortunately, he's not going to be in the top 10 or just getting points today. So yeah, I mean, it is probably going to be frustrating for the Red Bull driver, as the Ferrari driver is going side by side with the Mercedes driver. I don't think that is really allowed. But guys, are we going to be talking about the standings? You can see them for yourself on the left side of your screen. But I could take some time during this qualifying to talk about them. Having a quick look at the standings myself. Well, what can I say really? Che Oliver just having a lot of points on Sticky there. Sticky, actually, if you think about it, Sticky is only 54 points away. And Che Oliver has won 5 out of the 7 races. So this is an absolutely crazy statistic that Che Oliver has won 5 races But Stiggy is only one race win away from being really close to Che Oliver. I think they're getting 50 points, aren't they? Yeah, they're getting 50 points. And like Stiggy had a P1, a P2, and a P3, and that is it actually. All the other times, I think he got a P4. So, I mean, he's doing a pretty amazing job. Then we've got Brashman in P3, Blue and Soul in P4, and just right behind Blue and Soul, we've got Just Dave. It's Milan who doesn't seem to be in the race today, as he is racing in the Elite Division. He switched over. It is going to be his first race in the Elite Division today. Welcome, Kaka. Oh, welcome, Kaka. Well, guys, his name is Kaka. Don't add me. But welcome, Kaka. I didn't know you were going to be here today. It is not Phoenix, so I didn't expect anyone from the Phoenix League here, but glad you're here. I mean, I hope you're having an amazing evening. I'm sounding shit today, as I'm not feeling too well. I hope I'm not annoying anyone with my stupid sick voice. And I mean, not sick as in cool voice, but like sick as in ill voice. I mean, yeah, I'm not too sure what's up with me. I mean, I was in the bus earlier because I came from school. I was in the bus, I was writing an email. Haha, chilling with the girlfriend. There we go. Chilling with the girlfriends. You watching a movie? No. Watching a movie is a no-no. Watching VB Thomas is a yes. There we go. As the safety car is coming in right now. So we might be having a good safety car restart here from Che Oliver. I mean, fucking up a safety car restart in Hungary is quite difficult. You know, you're almost always going out of turn... What turn is that actually? Turn 14? It might be turn 14. She said hi to you. Well, hi. I hope you're having an amazing evening. Probably you are, because you are with Kaka, the one and only. Stiggy, who has made a move on his teammate Matthew here, who is in P3. I mean, Matthew is in P4 right now because he lost the position. Uh-oh, Fish is battling with the Haas driver. Hassan recaptured P7, and he also got another position here, although he's battling with his teammate Nolasi. Now is in danger to lose a position to Rob Williams. Kaka, are you French? Then I can say bonjour, mon ami. Comment allez-vous? Ah, très bien. Moi aussi. C'est très bien. Now Simpendal. All the way in P11. Is he going to be making a move? It doesn't seem like it. Although, good run, beautiful move by Simpendal there. He had a beautiful run coming out of that little chicane. Just made the move down the inside of the Ferrari driver, Blue and Soul, who loses his car again, although I think it is Paul. Ah, merci beaucoup. Oui, j'étudie le français à l'école, mais c'est très mauvais mon français. Che Oliver is leading the race by 1.1 seconds. It seems like Big Harv is catching up those positions again. There we go, Big Harv. My man. He wants to get that driver of the day. He wants to get it. And I want to get it too, because I want to keep my prediction like streak going on, you know. I said 2 safety cars, there's gonna be 2 safety cars. I said Big Harv was gonna be driver of the day. Big Harv is gonna be driver of the day. Who is gonna be loser of the day? Mac and Cheese. Mac and Cheese is loser of the day. There we go. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, a lot of French people don't even speak English, but I speak 4 languages, so like combined with my Tourette's, it's not always easy because like I'm mixing up words and all that stuff, and then I need to concentrate on not having too much takes, and it makes me a little bit out of concentration. But Simpendal, is he gonna be making the same move like he did earlier? I'm not too sure. Ich spreche auch ein klein bisschen. Oh my days, that was German in the most Dutch way. Ich spreche auch ein klein bisschen Deutsch, aber nicht so sehr gut. Mein Name ist Thomas und ich komme aus Belgien. I can say the same in French, but we're gonna be seeing Simpendal making a move. He's gonna have the DRS. I'm not too sure if Rob Williams is gonna have the DRS. It does seem like it, but Simpendal is easily gonna make this move work as he has those fresh, hard tires on the board. Rob Williams will just have to be happy with what's happening to him right now. I mean, you can't really be mad of what's happening. I mean, Simpendal making the move. He was a front runner earlier. Came into the pits to possibly not come into the pits anymore. And he also created a gap of 8 tenths already. So Simpendal, pretty close to Big Harv. If Simpendal is gonna crash out Big Harv, I'm gonna be very mad. I was gonna say I'm going to his house, but that is gonna sound very pedophilic. And I don't want to sound too pedophilic because I'm an adult and he might be a 14-year-old driver. So you never know in league racing these days. So I'm not going to be saying that. But yeah, Simpendal having a pretty good run. Although I don't think Simpendal is actually a child anymore because he had a picture of a rave where he was in. Or like a party. Oh no, Big Harv. Once again, Big Harv. What is happening to you? Come on. He was gonna have the Aww. Now Fish Tag Madman having a pretty disappointing race here. I mean, looking at his positions, losses. He lost 0. He came all the way from P11, but he didn't have a good run. Well, he did have a good run those first couple of laps, but I think he just lost those positions again. Oh no. Oh no. Verstappen crashed. Safety car. Do I need to sing the safety car song? I think it is time for the safety car song. So everyone who is listening, please put something in the chat. We're gonna be getting ready for the safety car song. Hey. We're first gonna be watching who is gonna come into the pits. Simpendal is gonna be frustrated though. He's gonna be having 5 lap older tires than all these hard tire runners. Actually, everyone is on hard tires. Everyone who was on mediums has crashed out. That is not too good of a statistic here in Hungary. It doesn't seem like anyone is coming into the pits. We might be seeing some other safety cars, these guys might think. But, the safety car song. Alright. Guys, I need to think real quick on how it went. Right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Safety car, it is a safety car situation. Safety car, it is a safety car situation. Everyone is going through a straight line. Of course, not when you're in a corner, cause you need to make that turn work, cause otherwise you are in the wall. Yeah, that was it, guys. I mean, I really need to record this and like make people not really pay, but like the channel points, you know, all that stuff. Like whenever there's a safety car, you can just put it like pay it with the points, and then it's like safety car. And you guys can decide whenever the safety car comes on. But the problem with that is you will also be able to play the safety car song whenever there is no safety car. I'm gonna be having chaos in the chat then, I'm pretty sure. We might have to make a rule on that, like only play the safety car song when there is a safety car. Like whenever who puts the safety car song gets a shout out. That is a good one. That is an absolutely good idea. Rob, there we go. Oh, hey, yo, Rob, we're not supporting the Illuminati here. Rob is going with the Illuminati signs. By the way, guys, I'm gonna try and make it a little bit reported. What reported? You're gonna be getting reported by me because you're using Illuminati. All right, so guys, Pawan, right? Pawan here in the. Wait, hold up, hold up. All right, guys, so they owe us. Yeah, did it? No, it is not the Illuminati. It is Rothschild. Search him up. Search him up. It is like, you guys know Simpsons? The guy that is like, Smithers. Where is Bart Simpson? I want Bart Simpson in my office. He's costing us money. Oh, that guy. Rothschild. Yeah, that's him. I don't trust that guy. But guys, I mean, I said it already. Paul won, the guy in the chat right now. He is running something very cool. He has a company which is called. Let me have a quick look. All right, so it's called WMK Systems. And he was running a, what is it called again? He was running. All right, yeah. So basically, what he is doing, right? He's running a virtual reality F1 simulator right now, and he's using it all the way in Austin, Texas. So, I mean, whenever you're interested in getting like an F1 simulator, make sure to check them out. As they also have a, wait, hold up, we need to focus on this first. But they also have like a thing signed by Lewis Hamilton. It's a RTX 3090, but we're going straight back to the front. Che Oliver is gonna go right now. I will be doing that again because this one was utter shit. Maybe if the grid spread out a little bit, but it doesn't seem like anyone is making a move. That is quite interesting. Might be Blue and Soul now down the inside of Rob Williams. Only 500s between the two. Ah, Hamilton is not an 8-time champ. Rob. I know. Oh, Big Harv getting a big position once again. He's gonna have a good run on Rob Williams there. Tries to go around the outside, but it's not gonna be working. As Blue and Soul might be having a good run here on Big Harv. It's not gonna be a chance for Blue and Soul. He's almost getting overtaken by his own teammate. Paul, who's now getting overtaken by Fishtech Madman. We're gonna go back to the front as we've got Matthew Martin. He caught up to P3 again. I mean P2. I mean, however you want to call it. And he dropped back like 4 or 5 positions during the qualifying. No, during the race start. Like he was, I think he qualified in P3 or yeah, he qualified in P3. When does the racing start? Yeah, this is the racing, but it doesn't seem like anyone is making a move anytime soon. Maybe Simpendal here on the Haas driver. This is going to be a move. He's going to be outbraking the Haas driver. He's going a little bit too deep. Simpendal having a good run on the Haas driver, and that is going to be move done. So Hassan, who had a little bit of a snap coming out of that corner, he will have to give that position to the McLaren driver as he's not able to keep up with Simpendal there. So coming back to Hassan, he's actually keeping up with Simpendal pretty good. Coming through turn 4 into turn 5, he has to leave a gap a little bit there. Arv P9 Red Bull driver, as he was my driver of the day, but I mean, catching a P9 is not really driver of the day worthy, is it? Yeah, this game is absolutely other shit. I mean, I think it's around June or something, but I won't be there for like a couple of weeks. By the way, Rob, did I already tell you I'm coming to Dublin? Well, you don't live in Dublin, obviously, but I'm going to Dublin for a 4-month internship. Are you proud of me? Have I made it into your unlucky? Why unlucky? Dublin is a nice city. Don't Don't do Dublin like that. How's the website creation going? All good? All clean? All smooth and running? Big Harv now having an incident with Rob Williams there. I think he touched the rear of the Williams driver and he's having a good run through turn 4. But it's not going to be enough. There we go. Oh, Big Harv touching the curb on the inside. That made him lose the rear end. Blue and Soul now, who's having a good run on Big Harv. And I think Blue and Soul is a little bit faster race pace wise than Big Harv is. So he might be able to make an overtake on the Red Bull driver pretty soon. As Big Harv is not one of the consistent ones either, as he already crashed out 2 times during this race. There we go. I mean, if you got a big project once again, I mean, I'm pretty sure you do. By the way, if I give you $50, you would be able to make me a professional website, right? Simpendal now having DRS. Big Harv crashed again. It is a commentator's curse. But Simpendal is going to be making a move on the other Haas driver, as Nolsey is having a good defense at the moment. He went a little bit too deep into that corner to try and defend. Ah, Rob, come on. I don't have the funds to spend more on it. I mean, oh, both of the McLaren drivers now having a battle, and I'm not too sure if Simpendal is going to be battling his teammate here. Maybe Dave is just going to let him go through. That might be the case. Don't think so. Simpendal is just going to wait his turn. It's just Dave's just cruising around. There is a big gap in between just Dave and Matthew Martin. I'm always calling him Morton. I don't know why. Reminds me of Morty, like Rick and Morty, the guy from the TV show. All 310s. He is possibly going to be making a move down the main straight because he will have DRS and like he has really good straight line speed. There's the yellow flag and that is going to be Big Harv again. Fortunately, he cannot keep it consistent here. Simpendal now down the inside, as that will be move on his teammate. We're halfway through the race, as this is actually a very very boring. I'm not gonna say boring, but like it's taking forever. As Hassan and Nolesy are having a battle again. Nolesy who Hassan who turns into Nolesy there a little bit, as that might be a little bit of frustration of these guys battling with each other, because you know teammates shouldn't be battling with each other, and they're losing some time on the guy up front. It seems like a little bit of a teammate battle here in Hungary. I mean, we've got the Alfa Romeos who are pretty close to each other, the McLarens, the Haases, and we've got the Aston Martins who are pretty close, but I mean, Paul 1 is not really racing anymore, so and my apologies guys if I'm going too much into cockpit view. I think in my opinion it's a better way to view if anyone is going to be able to make a move work or not. It's like this footage is not amazing. Like in the actual F1 you will be able to see way more, but it's getting a little bit cloudy, so we might be seeing raindrops pretty soon. San possibly going to make a move onto Just Dave. He is 1/10 away from the McLaren driver, and I think Just Dave's task right now is to hold everyone back and just try to create a gap between himself and Simpendal. Because the bigger that gap is going to be, the more space Simpendal will have to close down the gap to Matthew. Rob Williams, who's making a move on Blue. No, it's going to be Blue and Soul making a move on Rob Williams there. Because it is almost going to be... Oh, no, it is actually going to be everyone on track right now is going to score points. So if you keep it consistent, if you keep it clean, you're going to be scoring some good points on the board here. Fish Tag Madman, he is on 6-level medium, so he possibly has to come into the pits once again. And this might be the reason why everyone went for hard tires, you know. They do expect some rain, I'm pretty sure, because otherwise you won't be going for hard tires. Well, everyone going for hard tires. Hassan having a good run on Just Dave. Around the outside into turn 1. He wants to make the switchback work. He doesn't have a good exit coming out of turn 1. And he will have to keep the position. He's not going to be gaining a position. He's not going to be losing a position. Because I do think that Nolasi is not going to be battling Hassan. Although we did see them battle a little bit earlier. I think it was around lap 16. Right, Hassan might be able to make a move down the inside. It is a little bit difficult in this chicane. The McLaren driver has a bad run. Oh, he wants to make a move down the inside there. He has to watch out for his teammate here. As it is a 6-way battle for P5. So you're not doing too bad here, in my opinion. I mean, keeping it clean. If you're really that close, like everyone is 3/10 in each other's DRS, like in each other's delta, in each other's space, however you want to call it. And like, they're keeping it consistent. The only guy who couldn't keep it consistent driving in such a close race was Big Harv. Unfortunately, he had to deliver me some good points in my prediction standings, but he didn't. Fish Tag Madman 5/10 behind Rob Williams, and there is a lot of people who are coming into the pits. I think it's about 2. Well, that's not really a lot, but you know what I mean. You know, like 2 people out of the 10 is quite a bit, because that's 1/5. But I don't think it's a good way to come into the pits, because these guys are going to be pretty close to each other. They're going to be battling, but so are these guys, so I'm not too sure if they're going to be gaining time or losing time on the guys they were battling before. I'm talking about Just Dave and Odyssey here. Matthew is also coming into the pits. Jay Oliver also came into the pits, so he's going to be stuck behind the Ferrari driver here. We might need to take a look with the leaderboard here. We're seeing too much here. I don't know why. Simpenthal, who has already made a stop, might be up for a good strategy, as Che Oliver got past Matthew already. Soul, who is gonna have to be at the back of the grid right now. He's gonna be around 5 seconds behind, maybe even 3. I think it's about 5. It is even 6 seconds. Fish Tag, Che Oliver, having a battle at the moment, but Fish Tag is keeping Che behind him. And the more they're gonna be battling, the better it's gonna be for Simpendal. Although I do expect Che Oliver to be able to catch those minutes on, well, seconds on Simpendal. He is about 11 seconds behind. Che Oliver now making a move into turn 13. His next target is going to be Rob Williams. And that might be not too difficult, because Rob Williams is coming into the pits there. Fish Tagman. Well, Fish Tag Madman, who's gonna benefit from this DRS usage one more time. San, has he already made a pit stop work? Doesn't seem like it. So he's gonna be the last one on the grid who's gonna be making a move. Well, who's gonna come into the pits and make a move, what am I saying? 21 lap old hearts for Hassan, 17 lap old hearts for Simpendal. The Alfa Romeos both went past Paul. Paul, who hasn't come. Well, he has actually come into the pits already. Strategy-wise, we are seeing a lot of similarities today, as we're seeing P5, P6, P8, P9, P10, P11 almost going all for the same strategy. You know, we've got one driver who came into the pits pretty early, which is Simpendal. Or who is Simpendal? Hassan now coming into the pits, and he might lose a couple of positions. I think he's gonna lose a lot. He might be even behind his teammate. Although, he might not be. He might be up front. And he is gonna have fresh mediums. Oh no, he's gonna be behind. This pit lane is really long, so... Oh no, he might be up front. He is gonna be up front. Uh-oh. Task catastrophic here. As they're going side by side into turn 2, and it is going to be Nolisi taking the lead out of these two Haas drivers. Simpendal, who has to keep it consistent for 12 more laps. If you take that in consideration, Shea Oliver will need to improve by 9/10 each lap to be able to strike Simpendal. And he might be able to. They're just coming across the line, as we're going to be having a quick look what time it is going to be. It is going to be around 10 seconds for Shea Oliver coming across the line. So when they're going into lap 25, we need to have a quick look on how many time he has gained. He is on 4 lap old mediums. So they're going to be used, well, worn out at the end of the race too. But Simpendal's hearts will be demolished, as he will be on 31 lap old hearts. Hassan now around the outside. He's going to try and go down the inside, but I mean, I'm not too sure why these two Haas drivers are battling it instead of working together with each other. Like, they're keeping it difficult, well, difficult for themselves. If there's one lead guy, which in my opinion should be Hassan, he has fresher mediums. Once again, another almost crash between the Haas drivers. And if I were Günther Steiner, I would say, you do not fuck smash my car. You do not smoke. No, fuck, all my days. My pronunciation is even worse today. It is because I cannot concentrate, because I'm like... How does that song go? My head is spinning around, around. No, that's not how it goes. You spin my head around, around. You go... Yeah, that guy. But, like... Oh, there's no one spinning my head. It's my own head spinning my head. And it was probably also the bus. I didn't even finish the bus story. Uh-oh. Matthew, having a battle with Fish Techman. Now it is going to be Stiggy having a good run around the outside of the Ferrari driver, and that is going to be an easy move. Uh-oh, Nolisi, pretty close to Dave. Going into turn 1, he goes around the outside. And we saw previously already that going around the outside is not always the best decision. And it is not going to be the best decision here either. Because it seems like Nolisi now has been overtaken by Rob Williams to go for a P11. I mean, he has to keep it in the race, because he's gonna gain 1 position anyway to Paul 1. Son. Blue and Soul seem to have caught up to Hassan here. So it is once again going to be a 3-way battle for P6, as Paul 1 is going to get DNF'd after the race. Oh shit, we didn't have a look. Oh no! Hassan spinning out just Dave. Oh no way, Hassan. Ah, Hassan, what are you doing? He has not made a clean move there, unfortunately, as it is going to be Nolasi getting dropped back all the way to P10. And Hassan might get a big penalty for that, as we saw the Ferrari driver into the grass there. And Paul 1 actually caught up a lot of positions, so I'm not too sure why he... Oh no, Nolasi DNF'd. Oh, why? Just Dave too. Come on, guys. You're getting points on the board if you finish. Like, why do you leave the session? 11 more laps to go. Like, no, it's even 9 more laps to go. So, like, what are you losing anyway? You've done about 1 hour of racing already. So why don't take those 10 minutes extra? It's not like your life is gonna be done after those 10 minutes, you know. But yeah, we didn't have a clear look on how many times Shea Oliver has gained, so we will have a look another time, well, right now, as he is 7.4 seconds behind. So taking that in consideration, 7.4, you can do the calculations yourself after this lap. But we cannot forget. Alright, so my bus story earlier on, as it seems like Fish Dagman is coming into the pits, but my bus story earlier on, why I'm a little bit dizzy and like not feeling very well. I'm in school still, right? I'm doing like, what do I do again? International entrepreneurship. It's like a university degree. And I was coming back from university and I need to take a bus, right? Because my dad was working, my mom was working. I needed to go to the dart shop because I need to buy some equipment for when I'm going to Dublin. And on the bus, I needed to write an email to my teacher, like lecturer, whatever it's called in university these days. And like, I was feeling so busy, but I do know that I'm usually feeling busy when I'm doing something on my phone during a bus ride or like a metro ride, right? So I was feeling dizzy and like my head was turning and I'm feeling very hot at the moment too. So yeah, I'm not feeling 100%. And I all blame it on school because they make me tired. It's only my first day of school since 2 weeks of vacation, and Big Harvey has left the session only right now. I mean, he has been out for already a couple of laps. Oh wait, we didn't have a look. Jay Oliver at 6.1. He might be able to get into the striking zone there, as he caught up. I think about like, if you take that sector 1 into consideration, like 1 second. So there's 7 more laps on the board during this race, so he might be up for a good move. He might be up for a good move, and it doesn't seem like anyone is really close except for these Alfa Romeo drivers. And I do think that Matthew is gonna give that position to Stiggy, because Stiggy is in a, I'm not gonna say close battle with Jay Oliver, but he is closer than Matthew is. Matthew is gonna score a lot of points on Just Dave anyway. And Rashman is not in though, so he's not going to be racing. Oh, he is in, but he DNF'd quite early during the race. So he's going to score a lot of points on Brashman too, who is in P3. We have Blue and Soul, who is in P5. Well, P6, but as I said already, he's going to drop back a position. You know, well, not Blue and Soul, of course, but like Paul 1. There we go. Move has been made by the Aston Martin driver. I mean, Paul 1 is not even racing, so... difficult. I think he's not racing anymore, is he? He told me he wasn't, as he is not in the lobby anymore, so... He didn't retire in the pit lane, so... I'm not too sure if that is the best approach. It doesn't really matter. Hassan is going to get that position on Paul 1 too. And the Alfa Romeo guys are just keeping it clean here. Jay Oliver coming across the line. Still 5 more laps to go after this one. 6 more laps if you think about it. And he has caught up for 1.5 seconds here. So he's definitely going to get into that striking distance of the McLaren driver in P1. So Simpendal has gone for a good strategy, but unfortunately not good enough. And is anyone still in the chat? I would love to have a little bit of a chat, because, like, there's not really anything happening. Maybe Hassan catching up to Blue and Soul. But explain to me how your day went. How did your guys' day went? It went all good, all clean, all chill, all chilly willy? Or was it a bit meh? Like, sometimes you've got these days where you don't want to wake up, just stay in bed and, like, lay down and all that stuff. I don't think anyone is in the chat, or they're even racing. That could be a possibility too. As well, the champion division is racing. We've got the elite division racing. Matthew who has made the move on Stiggy there. As they're still battling with each other. I'm not too sure if that is a strategy they need to go for. But one of them can still go into the pits and get a fastest lap here. Ooh, who has the fastest lap actually? It is Jay Oliver. So actually, if the Alfa Romeo team is smart, it would be Matthew Martin coming into the pits to set another fastest lap. If you're listening. Matthew, if you're listening, if you would do it for the team, otherwise Jay Oliver is going to score 1 extra point. And you would give Stiggy that P3 because he is closer to Jay Oliver. But, like, that's me thinking in a team principal's mind. So, he's also, like, Blue and Soul is kind of catching up. Like, he's 20 seconds behind, and I'm not too sure how much time you lose in the pit lane. But Blue and Soul is going to have to battle with Hassan, so I'm not too sure if he's going to be gaining time or losing time. Possibly losing time, because the more you're going to battle, the more time you're going to lose. And we're going to have a quick look if he's coming into the pits. I'm not 100% sure, though. He's not. He wants this P3. Haha, Matthew. Oh, I would be so frustrated as a teammate, though. If I were Stiggy, like... He's letting Stiggy to go through, though. He might be going for that fastest lap. Matthew, I know you're listening. I'm gonna give you some nerves. Matthew, you're one of a kind, buddy. Are you going for that fastest lap, or are you not? Are you gonna be the Bottas of the Mercedes team, or are you not? That is gonna be the question of today. But Hassan... Yeah? Hassan, 3 10s, 4 10s on Blue and Soul. As it seems like they are losing time on Matthew here. Matthew, who... in my opinion, should come into the pits. But I respect... Well, you know, I respect it if he doesn't. Because that last couple of laps are going to give you some nerves. And are going to make you nervous. And when you're nervous, you're going to make mistakes. Because, you know, Blue and Soul and Hassan are coming up close. And you really want that P4. And you're thinking even more about it during the race. And during a track like Hungary, you're going to be... making mistakes quite easily. We are currently in lap 33 out of the 35. As it seems like Jay Oliver has already caught up to Simpendal, so I'm afraid it's a lost case for the McLaren driver. But my two safety car strategy came through my prediction, of course. Not my strategy, it's not a strategy. Hassan now down the inside of Blue and Soul. Moved on. Oh! No! They're gonna be colliding. Ain't no way, bro. Blue and Soul. Oh, my days. Blue and Soul ain't no way, bro. Coming out of turn one. And I'm not too sure whose fault that was, but it seemed like in that situation it would have been Blue and Soul, but it could be that Hassan just turned into the Aston Martin driver. But we know that Hassan is gonna get a penalty anyway from having a collision with Just Dave. Like 100%. There's nothing in the world that could prevent that. We into turn. Ooh, I need to think real quick. Turn. Wait, I'm gonna do the calculations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is turn 12, which the drivers are going through. Oh, it was actually that one. Or was it this one? I'm not too sure. But he did have a collision with, I think it was this one. With Just Dave, who DNF'd actually. Matthew coming into the pits. Hey, no way, he's listening. He's listening. Matthew is listening. There we go. He's gonna score the fastest lap, I think. Oh, yeah. Matthew, you are one of a kind, buddy. You're one of a kind. He was listening. Oh, I'm so happy that he was actually listening to me. Well, I'm not too sure if he was listening, but what a teammate. What a teammate. I wish I would have a teammate. Well, back in the early days of me racing, I wish I would have had a teammate like Matthew, and he still has 6 seconds clear on Hassan. He's gone for mediums, though. Ooh, interesting. Medium tires for Matthew. Oh, all right, Matthew, if you're listening, I'm gonna help you. The time to beat is a 1:17.9, so you will have to improve by 1 second on your previous lap. If you're listening. I mean, I'm not taking sides, by the way. Sorry, Che. I know you're not even listening to the stream, so like, sorry, but I don't want you to win every race and like get the fastest lap every race. So keeping it interesting. Oh, and we're in the last lap and we are already past the DRS zone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is Che Oliver gonna get that race win or is he not? Simpendal on 30 lap bolt hearts. This is gonna be a difficult task for Simpendal, but it might be worth the challenge. Uh-oh, uh-oh. And these 50 lap old mediums are going to be worn out too. And we know Simpendal's race pace. Well, we don't actually know it because we haven't seen him race yet. Oh, defend the inside line. He defends the inside line. He defends the inside line. Ain't no way. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Touching, 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 touching. Oh no. Chaos. But Simpendal is going to get a good run. Simpendal is going to get a good run. Oh, if this is going to be a penalty for Simpendal, I'm quitting commentary. Simpendal takes the race win here. Well, the provisional race win, as we still need to wait for penalties. Stiggy is slowing down for Matthew. No! Stiggy! You need to get that P3, buddy! Oh, Matthew, improving, improving, improving. I can't tell by how much, Matthew, sorry. Coming into Sector 3. Is this going to be an improvement? Come on, Matthew. Come on. Push. 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 Stiggy lets him win. They're going over the line together. 117.6 for Matthew. And that is going to be the fastest lap taken away by Matthew. Che Oliver, whose race win has been taken away. Whose fastest lap has been taken away. Oh, my days. And Blue and Soul, who came pretty close to Hassan. Sorry for missing that. Matthew, did you listen to the stream? Like, no, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, like you guys really needed that fastest lap point because Che Oliver was gonna get 1 point on you guys. So, driver of the day, Rob Williams. And you know, that's always the good thing about listening to the stream during the race. Like, the commentator sees more than you guys will see. I've been listening. Bang. All right, this is gonna be your standing Simpendal in P1. That is still provisional, as we don't know if he's gonna get a penalty for that last sector incident. I wouldn't think so. Like, nothing happened there. He got just pushed wide a little bit, but I don't think it's worth a 5-second penalty if you ask me. Yes, indeed. It was so stressful even for me. Stiggy in P3, Matthew in P4 with the fast lap. He did improve by 3/10 on Che Oliver, so he pushed really well. Hassan in P5. Further, we've got Blue and Soul, Rob Williams, Paul, who didn't finish the race, and Fish Tag Madman, who's gonna go up one place to P8. So good points for the Ferrari driver there. And then we've got Just Dave. Well, these are all the DNFs, by the way, guys. Also Paul, Just Dave, Nolasi, Big Harv, Verstappen, Mac and Cheese, and then we've got Brash Man. So we will be going back to the elite race. So I'm gonna be closing down the stream real quick. Well, not the stream, but like I'm gonna show this and I'm not gonna be talking for a couple of minutes. I am gonna make you guys listen to a couple of songs, so make sure to stick around. Alright guys, coming back to the elite division. It seems like we've got Bob in P1. There's still 4 more laps on the board here. So we need to take a quick look here behind Schnitzy. He's trying to make a move on Warden. As my volume is really loud, I'm not too sure why that is. Schnitzy, who's trying to have a 3/10 improvement during this lap to try and make a move onto the main straight on Warden. Trouser Schnauzer, who seems to be in P2, but Bob really having a good pace around Hungary here. If we take a quick look at the qualifying positions, Bob, who has gained 2 positions, so did Trouser Schnauzer. Scotty was in P1 during the qualifying. He lost 2 positions. He might be able to make that move on Trouser Schnauzer pretty soon. Taylor Danny, who has stayed the same position, and Basin, your biggest winner of the evening. If he doesn't crash, of course, he needs to watch out there. Tamiladas in P4. I'm mad at Tamiladas, but he knows. It's a joke. I mean, don't take it too serious. I am mad actually, because he hasn't explained yet. He told me in the DMs he was gonna explain, but he didn't. So that's what's up there. Oh no, the prince has joined again. I mean, that's not bad, of course, but like he left and like, yes, he joined again, but he left and he is in P14. Speckbell, who doesn't seem to have a good race here. It is his first race in the elite division, but he is trailing by quite a bit. 16 seconds on Stocky. And unfortunately, it was not going to be the race he has hoped for. Still 3 more laps after this one, as the grid seems to be a little bit closer than the grid was earlier in the champion division. Taylor Danny having a good run on Basin right now, 3/10 of a difference. And now the Prince has left the session again. Taylor Danny also has that penalty to look out for. Shuki, welcome. It's only 3 more laps, so like just wait. 3 more laps. And then I'm gonna be playing like UFC, like a fighting game for like 5 or 10 minutes with another buddy, and then I'm going to sleep. Well, of course, I'm gonna be talking with you a little bit, but I'm gonna be playing that game first, and then we can go together. Well, to sleep together. Haha. Not together, because we're not together. I mean, we are together, but you get what I mean. Mason and Taylor Danny having a little bit of a fight here. Taylor Danny is going to make the move down the inside of Basin. That is going to be moved on. Basin, who has a little bit of a snap there coming into that corner. Now Aceman is going to have a good run on the Red Bull driver. You know, with your okay done, it's always like you mean it in a bad way. So, I mean, you're once again angry. Aceman 5/10 behind Basin. Basin, who doesn't have a good run coming into that chicane there. He touched the inside curb, as Schnitzy is still stuck behind Warden. He's not going to be able to make the move though. Going into lap 34 out of the 35. Still 2 more laps to go. And hopefully Schnitzy is going to be able to make that move work, because both drivers don't have a penalty yet. Taylor Danny needs to create that 3-second gap to Basin, as he doesn't want to lose any positions, of course. Prince joined again. I think it's a lost case for the Haas driver, as he is already all the way in P14. He doesn't have enough time and enough laps to gain positions. He's 17 seconds behind, and like 1 more lap to go after this one. It's a really lost case, so unfortunate. Oh no way! Schnitzy going into the wall. He has a broken front wing right now. Oh no, he's gonna lose so much positions. This is so frustrating. Like last lap, well, second last lap, going into the wall during a battle. Not the fall of Warden, by the way, guys. I'm not saying that. So Miladas has caught up to Scotty, so we might be seeing a 3-way battle between both of the McLarens and a Alpine driver. And as you can see on the left side of your screen, you've got the standings, with Scotty being in P1, the Prince being in P2, and Samiladas being in P3. Dog has made the move on Schnitzy. Unfortunately, Schnitzy having that broken front wing. And who of the McLarens is going to be defending? Is it going to be Treiser Schneiser, or is it going to be Scotty? I think it's going to be... It might be Treiser Schneiser, because they're weaving a little bit, like saying like I'm gonna hold them back, or like who is, or maybe they might be weaving because they want to tell each other like who is gonna win this P2 position. Oh, Scotty has a bad run coming into this little... It's not really a chicane, but like it's a interesting corner. There's a 1-second gap between Scotty and Treiser Schneiser, so I think indeed it is going to be Scotty trying to defend on Samiladas here stock, who gets a 3-second time penalty on the board. Oh, and Samiladas also has that penalty to take in consideration, so I don't think he's going to be doing a lot. He needs to create a 3-second gap to Warden, which I don't think he's going to be capable of doing, because we're in the last sector here. So it is going to be Bob, your race winner, coming across the line to capture a P1. Treiser Schneiser in P2. Is he going to let his teammate go through? It doesn't seem like it. Scotty is going to get P3 and Samiladas P5, because Warden is going to gain 1 more position on the Alpine driver. Then we've got Taylor Danny possibly dropping a position to Basin. No way. Step. in the last corner, in the last lap, he crashed out, unfortunately. He's gonna lose a position. Or maybe even two, I don't know. I think he lost the position to Stock, but I'm not too sure if he lost the position to Aceman. Schnitzy in P11, then we've got Stocky in P12 with a 20-second time penalty. Pretty interesting. A lot of 5-second time penalties, as he's gonna lose a position to Spekbelg. But I don't think he's gonna lose a position to the Prince. Now coming across the line as the last driver on the grid. He's gonna gain that position on Stocky, I think it was. Or was it Stock? I think it was Stocky. Right? Or Sticky or Stacky. I'm not too sure. Driver of the day is gonna be Basin. He gained a lot of positions today. He had a good race, I'm pretty sure of that. As we only covered, well, the last 5 laps. So, coming into the results, we've got Bob in your P1. Well, your race winner, Bob. He's also going to have... No, he's not going to have the fastest lap. Who has the fastest lap? Oh, it's going to be Chaz. Alright, Chaz having the fastest lap. But Bob caught your P1 today. Charles Schneider in P2. And then we've got Scotty in P3. Further, we've got Warden, Samiladas, Basin, Taylor Danny, Aceman, Stock, and Step. Schnitzy in P11, Spekbelg in P12. Further, we've got the Prince, Stocky, Chaz the Night Rider, Tuk Tuk, Hot Wings, the Grim Sleeper, and Mitaxakis, who DNF'd in the pit lane. So that was gonna be your Elite and Champion division. Well, Elite at the end of the race. I hoped all of you enjoyed this, as I wish to see you back next week. It was a pretty good race. I mean, we saw some good overtakes today. It was pretty clean. It was pretty fair. And I hope you also enjoyed this. So, gonna say it once again, I wasn't feeling too well. I hope you still liked the video. Yeah, sometimes I've got these days where I'm not feeling 100. Today was one of them, but I hope I still have enjoyed you. So thank you very much. This was VB Thomas as your commentator. Peace out.